Okay, so um, on Facebook, someone contacted me. They knew very little information. Well, they knew the names of their biological parents. Um, they didn't know a whole lot about the biological mother. All they knew is a name, um, a few small things, and they knew also that although they were adopted, that they believed that their biological mother was adopted as well, and didn't know any more information about that otherwise than they knew the last name Clark and the last name Chaplin. So the first thing that I did is her sister actually took a DNA test on Ancestry.com. Down here at the bottom, the first thing that had her do is I had to go through, and we already knew that this person, the very first person, was a DNA match on the father's side. So what she went on and did is she went in, she removed all of these matches because we already knew that those were the father's matches. So that left us with a couple of close matches, and those close matches were these. So I have these two people. I look at the first one, and I start looking in. Well, there's Chaplin right there. We already knew that the biological mom was going by the name Chaplin. Um, she didn't know how it was Chaplin or Clark, but knew something was to do with Chaplin. Well, there's Chaplin right there. So what I actually did is looked at this person's tree. I looked at sharing matches. I was able to go through. I wanted to start looking at other matches so that I can compare the trees. And that's how that started. I started comparing the trees. If I can go back here. Oh, went back one too many. So I found this person who had Chaplin. Started looking at through these matches. And I wanted to find a tree that had quite a few matches on it. So I went to the first one right here. I don't know why it's saying it's new. It's not new. I've already viewed it, but it's still saying it's new. Um, so we have this tree right here. So I started going through the trees and wanted to look at this person's tree and the other person's tree. It's going to take me a few here. Ancestry is running really slow, but okay. So let's get back here. So we can look at the DNA matches. If we remember, here is theirs. So I look at this person's tree, which has a very large tree. I looked at the names, found the names. This person's got woods. This person's got woods. So, and then I found Herbert Royal Woods, and I come over to here. Let's find woods in the tree. Herbert Royal Woods. Married Ruth Sophia Karkin. Even though the spelling's different, we know they're the same people. The child. The child. Then I started building a tree. But the difference is I actually started originally. I made this person, these people right here. I made my home. Um, I made my home person, and then I started working down. Well, then I had this. Well, I knew I had the last name Chaplin. I know that she married Chaplin. Then we have Chaplin here, and then Rachel. Well, we already knew about the last name Clark, and then that's how I got that. So I had the DNA match within this line to prove Herbert Chaplin. Then I know that Herbert was with Rachel Clark. There we go with the last name. So we have Chaplin and Clark. And then I started going through. I knew that she was their child. I started going through the siblings because I knew that the woman Faith had actually moved to North Carolina from Massachusetts. So I started going through all the siblings of Rachel because we know that there's an adoption there. So because we knew that there was an adoption with Rachel's daughter, the first thing we started doing is going through her siblings. And then I found this one, Walter. Wow, it went back. Okay, so I found Walter. And Walter died right where I already know that Faith was located, same county, same state. So although I cannot find a record of the adoption, whether or not there is actual paperwork there, she went from one place to another. She ends up with the brother. So that's how that works. So all you have to really have to learn how to do is find some good DNA matches, look at their trees, find common ancestors, work your way down, and you will find what you're looking for.